Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Keyboard Kings. So in this video, we're going to be reviewing the wireless keyboard and mouse from HP. So if you're someone in the office and you're looking for a pretty decent keyboard that's not going to break the bank, then this here is definitely a great choice for that. It's also Bluetooth, which we'll talk about later, which a lot of people nowadays are preferring Bluetooth devices, wireless. It's just easier to move around, and all those wires just get in the way, especially if you're in the office, you're trying to work and stuff. You just don't want all the clutter around your desk. So we're just gonna do an overview of this keyboard, what I think, my initial thoughts, just generally what I think about this keyboard. First, looking at it, I really like the size of it. It's the nice full-size keyboard, so it's got all the keys that you need. It's got the full numpad on the right. It's got the function row. It's just your standard 100% keyboard, and then it's also got a few extra keys on the side of the keyboard, which we'll talk about later. And it's made by HP. They're pretty well known for creating great office type keyboards and super budget friendly as well. So if you're someone that's not looking to spend hundreds of dollars on a mechanical keyboard, just something simple like this will definitely get the job done. It does what you need it to do. The build quality is great. It's made out of high quality plastic material. There's a slight flex to it, but it's what you would expect. It's definitely not cheap quality. It definitely feels well made. There's also not a whole lot of weight to the keyboard. It maybe weighs about 5 or 10 pounds, if that. I mean, it's very lightweight. The mouse is also well designed. It's not a super. I wish the mouse might have been a little bit bigger. Feels a little small in my hands. I have big hands. Other than that, the click, it's got a nice loud click to it. So if you enjoy that click sound of the mouse, it's really loud. But if you don't like the loud click noises, then you might not prefer this mouse, because it's a little bit louder than the mouse that I normally use. It's not annoyingly loud. It's also got a nice shine to it, which looks nice, but it does attract fingerprints pretty badly, so you might want to wipe it down when you're done with it. The scroll wheel feels good. When you spin it, it feels fine. All in all, the quality of both the keyboard and the mouse are great. So contrary to what you might believe in a cheap keyboard, this keyboard actually does deliver. It feels smooth. The keycaps all feel smooth and high quality. They're slightly textured on the top of the keycaps. It definitely fits the bill for casual and office use. The one thing that some might be upset about is there's no RGB, which you'll typically find on a gaming keyboard. But of course, this keyboard is not meant for gaming. It's meant for professional use in the office setting. But of course, it does feel great, and it can be used for gaming. I've actually used it to play some of my games just to test it out, and it works fine just like any other keyboard. That's definitely not the focus of this keyboard. So like I said about the mouse, the main thing that I didn't like about it is it's a little bit small than I'm used to. I prefer a bigger mouse because of my bigger hands. But if you're someone with the smaller hands, then you might not mind this mouse. But I wasn't a big fan of it, to be honest. The few things that it did right is it was super easy to connect. Pretty much just plug in the little dongle piece that you get with this keyboard. It's super easy to connect with it, and it also has 1600 DPI, which is really good. Which most of HP's most of them have a similar rating, and it performs well. I just don't like the small size. So the switches on this keyboard, of course, is a rubber dome keyboard. That's why it's such an affordable price. The press is super smooth. There's virtually no sound when you're typing on it, and it's got like a slight tactile bump to know when you've actuated the key. So I'm going to give a quick demonstration of the audio test of this keyboard. Another great thing about this keyboard that I love is, like I said, it's wireless. So it comes with this small little piece here that you plug into your computer that is the receiver to connect your keyboard and mouse. You don't want to lose this because you can't connect your keyboard and mouse without this. So definitely hold on to that. And it uses a 2.4 gigahertz frequency, in case you needed to know that for some reason. So the dongle is this little dongle can actually receive information very quickly, so you're able to type you can type normally on the keyboard and it's not going to lag or lag behind or anything like that. It's very quick. And connecting is super easy. You just plug it into the computer, you turn on your devices, and they should connect instantly. And if there's any sort of keyboard drivers that need to be installed, it should all automatically install right away. So it's really just a simple plug and play device. Another great thing that I love about this keyboard is the quick access multimedia keys on the right, and then the micros on the left side, where you got your cut, your paste, etc. And then on the right side, you got your multimedia keys with your stop, play, volume up and down. For me, it's important for a keyboard to have all of those because I find it annoying to have to use your computer buttons to change the volumes and stuff, or you have to access the function row to adjust the volume if you're watching a YouTube video or playing a game or whatever you need. I prefer to have my multimedia keys as a separate key. Not everybody's like that, but if you are, then you'll definitely enjoy this keyboard, which you don't normally see this type of functionality on such a cheap keyboard. So I'm impressed that they actually put that in. So just run through quickly some of the highlighted features of this keyboard. You've got the fact that it's just a great ergonomic keyboard, just due to the it's raised ergonomically just to make it more comfortable while you're using it. You've also got the soft pad at the bottom to rest your wrist on, which again adds to the ergonomicness of the keyboard. And then, like I said, it's wireless, which is in my opinion a must-have. It's very sturdy. You've got the extra buttons, like I said, multimedias, and the micros. You've got the 1600 DPI of the mouse, and then of course you've got the feet on the back, the keyboard feet, to adjust the height and make your wrists more comfortable while using. So again, the couple of issues that I have a problem with is, I mean, not a big deal, but the no RGB. When I'm using my computer at nighttime, it's nice to have, even if they're not RGB, just to have backlighting, just an LED backlight, even if it's just a white color, just a solid color. I'd like to have at least that so that I can easily see the keys on my keyboard. But you don't get that with this keyboard. So if you are working at nighttime, you're going to want to have some sort of light so that you can see. There's also no software manipulation, so there's no programmability. You can't really set up macros with this keyboard. This combo is just a simple plug and play device. There's no messing with anything. Now I don't know if there's some sort of third-party software that you can get to put macros in here. I doubt it. I honestly wouldn't get this keyboard and hoping that's something you can do. Macros just aren't an option on this keyboard. And then the other thing that I don't like is, like I said, the small mouse size. It's just too small for me. It's worth it to get this just for the keyboard, but I would, in my personal opinion, I would get a mouse from somewhere else. That's personal preference. So how does this keyboard compare versus other HP keyboard and mouse combos? This keyboard is a lot better compared to the HP 200 model versus the 300. They're both similar price, and then this one's just basically an upgrade from it, so it's a lot better. So this is definitely the best model you can get for a budget model. But if you're willing to spend more money, if you compared it to HP's mechanical keyboards or the mouse with the gaming variants made by HP, then obviously you're going to see that there's a lot more features in those other keyboards, but you're also spending a lot more money. So like I said, this keyboard is the best you can get for such a low price point. So that's just something you have to keep in mind, that this is a budget keyboard and mouse combo. You get what you pay for. So in conclusion, the HP Wireless Keyboard and Mouse 300 is a great casual and office use keyboard, especially if you want a budget-friendly wireless option with also a couple of extra add-ons. I'm going to leave the link in the description if you want to check this keyboard out on Amazon. You really can't go wrong with this keyboard. Let me know what you think about this keyboard. Let me know what you think about this video. If you liked it, be sure to press the thumbs up and subscribe for future videos of me talking about keyboards or reviewing other keyboards in the future. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.